Hello and welcome to another wobbly camera guy video. In this video we're going to look at making omelettes. Omelettes are lovely, can be a little bit plain, and it's nice sometimes just to enhance them just a little bit, just to make for a more cheery breakfast, especially if you've got a little bit of time in the morning, perhaps Sunday morning when things are a little bit slower or you're on lockdown and you just want to cheer yourself up. This is a great way of doing it. So obviously omelettes we start with an egg, but what I'm actually going to do is also combine a little bit of milk with this, and then to go with that we're going to use some mushrooms, we're going to use some spring onions and some baby plum tomatoes, as well as a couple of herbs. Baby plum tomatoes, they're lovely and sweet, make an excellent sort of addition to an omelette. Onions just add that little bit of zang, and mushrooms, obviously I love mushrooms, they go with anything. Okay, so I've just simply added the mushrooms to the pan using a little bit of palm oil. We're just going to let those cook for a few moments whilst we prepare the eggs. So we'll do that whilst they're cooking. So we have our jug here. I've got 2 eggs, and I've also put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in. It's a lot easier to use a jug than it is to use a bowl to whisk up, because it keeps it nice and narrow, it's more control, and it beats it up faster. So from that now we're just going to add on the herbs. This one I'm using Italian herbs because they actually go well with the tomatoes, and then also some chives. To that I'm just going to add a little bit of milk. Some people don't, some people do. I do, just personal preference at the end of the day. I'm now going to whisk that up. The idea of putting the herbs etc is in with the actual eggs is that then it gets mixed evenly, rather than putting in with the mushrooms and then adding the egg afterwards. You just play around with it and have a little bit of fun with it. So I'm going to whisk this now. Unfortunately I can't do it one-handed, so I'm going to have to whisk it and then we'll go to the next stage. Okay, mushrooms are nearly cooked now, so I'm just going to spread these out, and then we're going to actually add the beaten eggs and milk mixture. So there we go, nicely even spread out. Hands moving, but never mind. So we're going to add the eggs. Heat's on a medium heat. Get that little bit that's left in a moment. To that we're now going to add spring onions. Don't worry about using your fingers, that's what they're invented for, as long as they're nice and clean, and that's all that matters. And we're just going to add our little tomatoes that have been sliced up. Oh, he's sitting a bit proud, we'll pop him back down. Just add that to that. A few more. Add as many or as little as you want to, really. I like them, so I'll really go to town on them. And I think that's about it. So there you go. We'll let that cook for a few moments and we'll move on to the final stage. As you can see, these are cooking away quite nicely now. Just takes a few minutes for the omelette mixture to solidify. We'll then turn that over to make a half moon shape. Then once it's cooked we'll plate it up and we'll even eat it. Okay, so here we are, just flip the omelette over, broke up a little bit on me as you can probably see. I'm just going to let that cook for another minute or two and then we'll plate it up and we'll see what it tastes like. So here we have the actual omelette completed now. I'll just amp it up, and you can see the mushrooms, the onions, the tomatoes. These just work together so well, they are so tasty, and it's just worth that little bit of effort sometimes just to give yourself a treat and enjoy a breakfast on a Sunday morning or one of them days in the week when you're just feeling like you just want something a little bit different. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this, there's plenty more videos if you just press my logo, and I'm now going to enjoy my breakfast. So thanks and take care.